In the West Bank, Israel's army radio reported that a long-planned operation targeted 4 senior members of a local fighting group in Nur Shams. Meanwhile, Israeli artillery fire killed 2 people in Beit Lahia and strikes in Gaza City's Tafah neighborhood resulted in 2 more deaths. According to Al Jazeera, 6 bodies from the Zurab family were transferred to Nasser Hospital in Khan Yunis after an Israeli air attack hit their home in southern Rafah. UNRWA reported that 65,000 Palestinians evacuated, but many remain trapped in Gaza's Shujaiya area in Lebanon. Tensions are escalating as Hezbollah confirmed 3 of its fighters were killed in drone strikes in Hula near the southern border. Israel and Hezbollah have exchanged fire, with Israel using fighter jets, missiles, drones and artillery, while Hezbollah targeted Israeli positions with anti-tank missiles. Meanwhile, Foreign Minister Israel Katz stated that Iran's warning of an obliterating war if Lebanon is attacked makes it deserving of destruction. On other side, Iran's UN mission warned that a full-scale Israeli aggression in Lebanon would lead to an obliterating war with all resistance fronts involved. For de-escalation, US and European mediators are working to prevent cross-border attacks between Israel and Hezbollah from escalating into a wider Middle East war. Hopes for a ceasefire in Gaza are fading, with Western officials warning Hezbollah against underestimating Israel's military plans. Former U.S. diplomat Gerald Fierstein noted Israel is preparing for a potentially large-scale conflict. On the contrary, Israeli Prime Minister Netanyahu reiterated his commitment to achieving war aims, including defeating Hamas and restoring stability. He blamed Hamas for blocking a U.S. proposed ceasefire deal. Meanwhile, Egyptian President Abdel Fattah el-Sisi condemned Israel's actions, accusing its leaders of attempting to force Palestinians towards Egypt and lamenting the international community's silence on the humanitarian crisis. At least 37,877 Palestinians have been killed in Gaza during the conflict, with 43 deaths in the past 24 hours, and 86,969 wounded since the conflict began on October 7, according to Gaza's health ministry. In New York, tensions flared following the fatal shooting of 13-year-old Naeem Wei, a refugee from Myanmar, by police officers. Bodycam footage released by authorities shows Wei, mistaken for a suspect in recent robberies, fleeing while holding what appeared to be a handgun, later revealed as a pellet gun. Amid community outrage and protests, Police Chief Mark Williams stated that Officer Patrick Hasnay discharged his weapon during a struggle, fatally injuring Wei. The incident has sparked investigations by both local authorities and the New York Attorney General's office, prompting calls for transparency and justice in Utica's diverse refugee community. Finance Minister Minister Aurangzeb expressed an optimistic tone regarding Pakistan's economy, foreseeing a crucial IMF loan to stabilize financial conditions.
From my perspective, Prime Minister साहब भी कहते हैं कि ये IMF का आखिरी प्रोग्राम होगा और इंशाल्लाह यही हमारी हिकमत अमली भी है और यही ख्वाहिश भी है और यही पुख्ता यकीन भी है कि इंशाल्लाह यही होगा, लेकिन हमने उसको कैसे आगे लेके जाना है.
Emphasizing reforms in taxation, energy, and privatization, Aurangzeb aimed to bolster investor confidence and enhance tax collection efficiency through digitalization, targeting corruption. Concurrently, President Ali Zardari signed the Finance Bill 2024 into law, marking the culmination of a contentious budget season amid opposition scrutiny. Meanwhile, political turmoil escalated as Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf demanded the resignation of Islamabad High Court Chief Justice Amir Farooq over alleged misconduct in a high-profile case involving former PM Imran Khan. This follows the court's dismissal of a disqualification petition against Khan, criticizing CJ Farooq's handling of judicial proceedings. Furthermore, Justice Athar Minalla has asked Pakistan's Election Commission to justify the exclusion of the Pakistan Tehreek-e-Insaf from the electoral process. This move, he argues, could potentially strip PTI of its claim to reserved seats. Justice Minalla, part of the Supreme Court's full court bench, is overseeing the Sunni Ittihad Council's appeal regarding denied reserved seats for women and minorities. The Supreme Court is scheduled to reconvene on Monday to continue deliberations on this matter. In electoral news, the Baluchistan High Court ordered re-elections in 39 polling stations, underscoring legal challenges and electoral disputes in Hub, Lasbela. Internationally, amidst U.S.-Pakistan relations' occasional tensions, a senior U.S. Principal Deputy Assistant Secretary Elizabeth Horse reassured stability and a deepened bilateral bond despite congressional concerns over democracy and human rights in Pakistan.
I just want to note that the U.S.-Pakistan relationship is in the best place it's been in years, in large part to what Ambassador Masood Khan has done to represent Pakistan, to build bridges between Islamabad and Washington. We have achieved a stability and a broadening of our relationship that we haven't seen in many, many years. We have had new dialogues opened. We have looked for new areas of trade. We have looked for ways we can cooperate on things like health and energy and climate, things that we hadn't talked about for a long time. And all of that is because you, Masood, have been an extraordinary representative of the Pakistani people and the Pakistani government. You have been a person of integrity. You have brought creativity and hospitality. You have used your dining room table for delicious lunches for everyone in the government of the United States as well as Capitol Hill. You have been incredibly effective. And we have this relationship now because of the efforts that you have made.